In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most kind. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone. This is Pooja Iqbal, student of MPhil Microbiology from Cohort University of Science and Technology, Cohort. The topic of my presentation is commercial wash of leafy vegetables do not significantly decrease bacterial load but leads to shifts in bacterial species composition. It has been taken from a research paper. This is a research paper from which I am going to discuss today. The journal in which this paper is published is Elsevier Food Microbiology, and 4.15 is their impact factor. Here is some contents of my presentation. First is introduction, objectives, materials and methods, results, discussions, conclusions, and at the end some references. Now first is introduction. Consumption of minimally processed leafy green vegetables has been known to cause outbreaks of foodborne illness through contamination with human pathogens. It means whenever we eat uncooked food like salad and raw vegetables, we wash the vegetables with water and we assume that it is clean with water. But in microbiological sense, it is not properly clean with water, as water contains different microbial population, especially infected water contains coliform bacteria, which causes the foodborne illness. Various gastrointestinal diseases like typhoid, dysentery come across with the consumption of contaminated water and raw food. Pathogens include Escherichia coli, strain 015787, Listeria, and Salmonella. Contamination can occur throughout the production chain. It means the contamination can occur at the start of production in the field and at the end of packaging for market and for human consumption. Use of low quality irrigation water. It means use of contaminated water in the field regarding abundance of human enteric pathogens, untreated manure, unhygienic farm equipment, and wash water. Wash water has been identified as a source for cross contamination of human enteric pathogens. Cross contamination is the transfer of harmful bacteria from one object to another. It means the bacteria transfer from water to the washing objects. For example, vegetables. The reduction was dependent on the force of water flow, suggested that a physical force is needed for the removal of bacteria. Here, physical force represent the filtration of water. Filtration of water reduce the number of bacteria with the filter pore size of 0.2 to zero point 0.4 micrometer is used to trap the bacteria and is not allowed to pass through it. In the same trial, leaves were inoculated with E. coli and the reduction rate was measured after immersing the leaves in potable water 5 times. The result showed no significant reduction. Survival of human pathogens on the leaf surfaces depends on several factors. Tolerance to UV radiations, it means the bacteria is resistant to UV rays. Competition with the natural microbiota. Nutrients. Bacteria can obtain energy and nutrients by performing photosynthesis on the leaves of plant or on the phyllosphere of plant. Water availability. In general, bacteria tend to require more available water for growth than yeast and molds. It means water is the best medium for bacterial growth. Microorganisms on the leaf surface are a large part protected from changes in abiotic conditions through biofilm formation. Here, abiotic factors include atmosphere, sunlight, temperature, wind, air, water, chemical elements, etc. While biofilm formation is the process where microorganisms attach or grow on a surface, and extracellular polymers that facilitate the attachment and matrix formation. Leaves with mechanical or biotic damages tend to be more prone to attachment and multiplication of human enteric pathogens due to an increased flow of nutrients available for microbial growth as compared to intact leaves. Here is the flow sheet, flow chart or flow sheet illustrating the process of washing, drying, and packaging of spinach and rocket leaves at the commercial facility. Rocket leaves are popularly known as arugula or salad rocket. It is the nutritious green leafy vegetables. Rocket leaves have a good taste. It mostly used as a salad vegetable. Large green arrows indicate the sampling positions. Blue background, blue colored background indicate the cool temperatures. Pre-wash, main wash, and final wash are the water baths, while rinsing steps are showers with fresh water. The pre-wash is the first water bath that produces enter where most of the particles are washed off. This water is a mixture of fresh water and reconditioned water. From the following washing steps, where only fresh water is used, water reconditioning consists of sedimentation tank where solids are removed. Objectives of my presentation are to investigate the changes that occur in the bacterial communities of Phyllosphere, of spinach, and rocket leaves along the production chain. Phyllosphere refers to the above surface of plant like leaves, and it can be used for the habitat of microorganisms. To identify the potential contamination events, it means we can identify the contamination events at the start of production in the field and at the end of packaging for market or for human consumption. To investigate effects on bacterial load by commercial processing, it means we can check the bacterial load on washing and unwashing of vegetables or leaves. Here is the materials and methods. First is sample collection. Samples of conventionally grown spinach and rocket leaves were collected in spring and autumn from a commercial farm in the south of Sweden. Both seasons consist of 5 sampling occasions. First is approximately 1 week before the harvest, at harvest, after washing, at the end of shelf life of washed and stored product, at the end of shelf life of unwashed leaves. Here is the pictures of rocket leaves, which can be also used as taramira in Desi language or popularly known as arugula leaves. It is a nutritious green vegetables and can be used for salad purposes. Here is the spinach leaves. Here is the picture of spinach leaves. Rocket and spinach leaves were commercially harvested with machines and transported to the nearby washing and packing facility. Samples of unwashed leaves were collected when the leaves had been mounted into the conveyor, stored in plastic bags, in the pre-washing at 4 degrees centigrade until the end of shelf life. After the commercial washing with potable water only, spinach leaves were dried with hot air flow of 35 degrees centigrade, while the rocket leaves were dried through centrifugation. Culture dependent analysis. From each replicate, 10 grams of leaves were suspended in 40 ml trace buffer in sterile disposable plastic bags. It mechanically processed in a smasher to make them into smaller pieces at normal mode for 30 seconds. Serial dilution of the resultant liquid were made for the dilution of liquid. 0.85% sodium chloride and 100 microliter aliquots were used for viable counts to quantify total aerobic counts, Enterobacteriaceae, E. coli, total coliforms, and the Enterococci. Here is some results. Number of colony forming units CFU from different bacterial groups change between the sampling. It means samples have different diversity of bacterial groups, so they have different CFUs. It means cross contamination occur here. Results show that washing of the produce increase then decrease the bacterial load. A significant increase only occurred for total aerobic counts at the production of spinach in spring and for Enterobacteriaceae in rocket produce in the autumn. Washing of the leaves had little no effect on the increase in bacterial load during storage. Here is the table. 2 vegetable leaves, spinach leaves, and the rocket leaves in crop. Season spring and autumn. E. coli is the major species found in the fecal coliform group, and it is the best indicator of fecal pollution and possible presence of pathogens. This table indicates or summarizes that wash contain less number of pathogens, but it is present somehow in less number. There is no properly elimination of microorganisms occurred through washing. On the contrary, or on the other hand, unwashed contain large number of microorganisms. But here is the exceptional case where washed contain greater number of microorganisms and unwashed contain smaller number of microorganisms. This is the reasons that infected water contains bacteria which can be transferred from water to the washing object and increase the number of microorganisms on the washing object. It means cross contamination occur here where unwashed contain less number of microorganisms. Here washed contain 526 microorganisms where unwashed contain 240 microorganisms. Relative abundance of bacterial families in the phylosphere of spinach and rocket leaves at 5 different sampling occasions. Week period to harvest, at harvest, after washing, washed and stored, unwashed and stored. In the families, some are unknown or unclassified families. Here, peach pink color indicate the unclassified or unidentified family, while large number of families are known and identified, while different colors represents the identified families and non-families. Relative abundance family greater than 2%. Discussion. On a large scale, the phylosphere microbiome is subject to constant changes in both biotic and abiotic conditions. The microbiome of phylosphere is exposed to viruses, bacteria, and fungi, etc. It means the leaf phylosphere plays a key role in production of microorganisms, a favorable habitat for growth of microorganisms. On a small scale, the leaf itself is a highly diverse landscape offering an abundance of microclimates which favors the coexistence of multitude of microorganisms. It investigates that natural contamination events of E. coli in the entire production chain from field to end of storage in a commercial settling. Our results show that viable count of microbial groups from commercially washed and non-washed leafy produce at the end of shelf life was higher than after harvest at the field site. It means the microorganisms produced throughout the chain from field to market or at the end of shelf life. However, the fact that there was no difference in between bacterial load between washed and unwashed leaves at the last occasions remains washing had no positive effect in the result. Here is our conclusion. Leaf wash without sanitizer combined with cold storage does not lead to anticipated low bacterial load. Washing closer in time to consumption and reductions in estimated shelf life as E. coli was detected also after the washing. It means the water contains the E. coli and it is transferred from water to the washing object. Cold storage and washing without sanitizer changes the bacterial diversity and community structure as compared to unwashed, favoring the relative abundance of spoilage bacteria of leafy vegetables such as spinach and rocket leaves. Addition of sanitizers might be assumed as an optimal solution for a safer product. However, even with very high sanitizer concentrations, the desired effect has not always been achieved. From the perspective of wise resource use, it is therefore questionable if washing has an added value for a sustainable food system and measures along the food chain. Here is some references of our presentation. Thank you.